Hey, good morning, Brew Crew. It is November the 20th, 2025. Everybody's doing good. Thursday before Thanksgiving. It's crazy. Only 1 week. One more week. So turkey time. I like turkey time. All right. Ronald, good morning. Steve Childers, good morning. Chris, Tennessee River Union, how you doing this morning? Apple Rails, good to see you. There's James on this junction. Good morning, James. Jason, Colonel Cottonbow. Guys, remember, you got the code there for Train Freak Hobbies. 10% off of RR circuits, custom signal systems, Train Freak Hobby custom turnouts, and non-consignment estate items, along with 10% off of the decoder installs and track plans. So Jason did add a few things onto the coupon code. Coupon code is CR&E, the ampersand for and, CR&E, for 10% off of those items. Jason, feel free to put up a link there or whatever to your store. Um, Thank you for that. It's an honor to be partnered with Jason on this. It's hopefully something you guys can make some good use out of. And I think he's always adding more items to. He has that estate sale he's been helping that guy out with. So, good, John. There's Gill River. Morning, John. This is apparently doing a countdown for me. Floyd Robbins. Good morning, Floyd. There's Jimmy. How you doing, Jimmy? You'll be lurking today. That's okay. Appreciate it. Sounds like you've been busy cleaning up your train room a little bit. I watched that video. I guess it was about 10 days ago he put it out. I watched it finally today from Bob from PK Model Works. Is that what it is? P&K? About those trays that he makes for like when you're working on a project to put them in little trays to keep everything all together so you don't lose all your parts. There's Fred. Fred's working away down there in Texas on his automated. I'm going to call it automated railroad, basically. The JMRI programming and everything. It's pretty cool. Joe Rader. Good morning, Joe. Joe, you'd be proud of me, man. Way earlier than my time. But I got this great deal. I thought it was a great deal, on this RS3. Right, it's Athearn ready to run. So it's DCC ready. I'm going to strip it down and make a CR&E locomotive out of it. And again, I know it's way too old, but I always kind of liked them. They're kind of cool. What isn't cool is I had to order some new gears. Explains why it was such a good price. It's really in good shape, but it's common for these things to have cracked gears. So all four of those are cracked. And I was cleaning up the wheels and lost one of those little square nuts, and you can see it in my hand. So while I was on Evil Bay looking for the gears, I ordered a pack of those things. And then I'll find it. It's on the floor somewhere. I've been on my hands and knees all over this desk area, man, trying to think of where the hell a square nut could have bounced off to. And I'll be damned if I can find it. And I don't have any others. I figured out I had a spare truck somewhere laying around that I'm not using, But nope. Walked off somewhere. I don't know. Ray Ron. Good morning, Ray Ron. So I've been putzing around with this. Trying to get it ready for the decoder install and all that and get it all stripped down. And I tore it all apart and cleaned it and re-greased it and everything because you get that old grease in there. Actually, the grease wasn't too bad, but I did it anyways, just because this way I know it's new, it's been done. And I enjoy messing with that, anyways. Rayron, did you watch the replay of Steve's Train show recap? Called out in it. I did not. I did not. Ray Bartleson, how you doing, Ray? Stormy Sky, how are you guys doing up there? There you go. TrainFreakHobbies.com/shop. Yeah, 10% off, guys. Use the code CR&E down here. See, so you know what I'm talking about. Where the hell is that at? There it is. That's not it. All right. So yeah, take advantage of that, man. He's got some good stuff on there. Jason does good work if you haven't done those installs on that. And Bangor Northeastern Railroad. Yeah, welcome in. Find there. I see you don't have a wrench. So if I can find you in my chat here somewhere, I can do that for you. There you go. All right, now you have a wrench. Should have. Let's get through here. I had 24 more items last night. There you go. Hey, good morning, Tony. Tony B. There's Dave, Carolina Foothills. How you doing, Dave? The second one, but he didn't want 2 baggage cars. Yeah. Must have missed the counter. That's the only thing I'm trying to kind of scroll through and I miss stuff. I miss parts of the conversation. To go back and watch it. Hey, if you have a link to it, Jason, we'll throw it up there and so I can grab it. Got some short lines using RS series, not many. I know. My railroad, my rules, I'll probably set it at, one of the industries just as like a dedicated switcher for like the co-op or something, or the yard. Just somewhere where probably won't really run the rails, really, I mean, I'll run it, but I mean, in theory, it'll be for like a specific industry, I guess. I just think they're cool. And I don't have enough projects to do or railroad to build, so I might as well buy some new shit that I don't have time to work on. Well, I put stuff that I've been trying to get done on the back burner again. I don't know why we do that. We just tend to do that stuff, I think. It makes no sense, but we do it anyways. Got a mess on my desk there. So I've been working on that. I got another locomotive. Let's see when it comes around. I'll get it up in the screen. A buddy of mine's selling a bunch of stuff. He lives in Oklahoma. He's going to N Scale and selling a ton of stuff off. So, had to help him out, right? So I got another really good deal on a ST45 tunnel motor. It's like it was a RELX, something like that. It was a lease unit in like a primer gray. So I said, what the heck? I took the lease unit markings off and I'm working on putting the Crooked River markings on it. But I'm going to leave it that primer gray, I think. I weathered it up a little bit. Probably didn't do the best job of weathering, but hey, Thomas. I'm the donor OBS, man. John has it. He wants 125 for it. Well, I think I'm at the Oklahoma City show. Okay. That'd be one that I'd like to go to. Oh, look at that phone camera. They're doing all kinds of crazy. Wow. What in the world that all about? Man, guys, I don't know what's going on here. It's all kinds of crazy. I really don't know. All right, well, I'm not going to use that camera apparently. Is it back on? I'm going to go with it, man. See what happens. Wouldn't be a show here on CR&E Morning Brew if I didn't have some kind of issues. So here we are. Okay, everybody's still saying hello to each other. I'm only like not quite 10 minutes behind, but I'm going to kind of fly by through this. So yeah, that's the code you use for Train Freak Hobbies to get you 10% discounts. Baggage 80. I found everything I was looking for except one item. I looked in the flying crow beat me to it. Oh, that guy. That guy. Nobody likes that guy. Yeah, the same thing happened with the same grab irons on a passenger car. They went flying into space, never to be found. Yeah. Yeah, look, that stuff's horrible. Those grab irons and stuff. He's going back to those square nuts. I don't know what they're called, actually. It's kind of a bearing, I think. I've never sorted that, too. Well, you open these things up and you look at some of the soldering that's done, and I'm like, wow, that don't look great. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like this was going to be Union Pacific. No more horses. Yeah, I'll have to watch the live streams and stuff from the show. There's Rick's Trains. How you doing, Rick? I just talked to him yesterday on the phone. Him and his buddy got a couple of my Lionel items, that Polar Express items that I needed some work done on. And we're trying to figure out if they can help me out or not. So we'll see what happens. It's a matter of finding some parts, I think. Just got to find the right parts. Yeah, that would be okay too. Maybe they'll go back to the Southern Pacific colors, like do the bloody nose ones. Link to the show or link to the show recap. I don't know. You can do whatever. Either one, whatever you think's going to be. Maybe the recap better. Get him, Floyd. I lost a few people since then. I think it had to do with the cameras going wonky. Logo was cool. Union Pacific Norfolk Southern. Pegasus. The paint scheme would be black and yellow. Did they already show it? I didn't see anything on it. Pegasus. They got nothing to do with Union Pacific. I would assume Union Pacific is basically the one that's taken over. I mean, they're the bigger, stronger financial company. I could be 100% wrong. I don't know. I really don't care either way. I did paint it black. Well, might be. We'll see what happens. And when the winds come sweeping across the plains, huh? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I lost everything, man. I don't know what happened. Pretty friend. It's not too bad today, like 40. There you go. There's a link to the recap. Oh, you guys are hilarious. Hilarious. Dave's not here, man. Oh, man. There you go. Hey, Anthony. Dave's in the dark. Yeah, that's nothing new. I should be back now. CLL, how you doing? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what, man. You're not wrong right around Gremlins. Hey, Mike. It's just Mike or Mike and Nick. Posterior Halmont Railroad Club. Another nice club there. If you're ever in that area, get over there and see it. It's well worth it. And very hospitable hosts. Well, I'm sure you didn't have to twist your arm too hard, Steve. I gotta go. I'm at work at the hospital in my town. Phone keeps ringing, and I gotta go to a meeting. I'll catch you all later. Okay. Been going now for a while, but thanks for popping in. Am I talking anymore? See what you do at the hospital. That's the problem. Like if you don't get it when you first see it. It's like, it's either gone or you come back and it's different price or I don't know. Or you see something you like when you first walk in the door at the show. It's like the first couple of tables, and there's like 5 buildings to go through, and it's like, oh, do I spend my money all right here? Even though it's a really good deal, but can I find something better in the next building, a better price, or whatever? There you go. Blowing in your mind, Anthony, and on your layout. That's the only way they're going to live on. That's all. Sorry to say. That's all right. CSX will be next. Merge with somebody. ENSF. There'll be some. They'll go with blue and orange or some crazy color like that. It'll be. I don't know. Hey, Steeler fan Frank. How you been, man? I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Hope everything's well. What surprised me after the UP merger goes through, yeah. Yeah, well, that's the sad thing about it. The Western railroads are going to take over the East Coast, which hopefully that ain't going to be the case. I'm kind of surprised that they're going to let it go through. Like Congress on that does approve it, don't they? Or did they already? Yeah. Well, it's just like all of our other favorite railroads, They're gone. Scrap heap of history. Yeah, right? This stupid locomotive's pissing me off today. Yeah, Bernard. Wish I could do the show from a big screen. Well, I probably could plug the computer into it. I don't know. Dave BNSFN scale. First day I didn't get up early. I missed half the show. That's right. I'm still half an hour behind, probably. Actually, it looks like I'm just about caught up. Yeah, you know what I mean. Don't go technical on me. And CSX is based out of Florida, Jacksonville. I think is their headquarters. I don't know where. I don't know where Norfolk Southern is based out of. If it's Altoona, I know they got the big shops in Altoona, but I don't know where their actual base is, like their headquarters. But I think it's kind of sad myself. What would have been nice is if they just, merged or just keep their same schemes. There's no reason to really merge. They could, you know, like repaint all that stuff or anything. Like I've said many times, I think Burlington Northern Santa Fe really missed the boat on that color scheme. You could have chose the Santa Fe colors or that awesome Cascade green from Burlington Northern. Which I know that was a merger too, and I don't know if Santa Fe was a merger, but originally down Atlanta. But yeah, that's true. It's southeast though. CSX is basically from like the Mississippi east, pretty much. Same thing with Norfolk Southern. All right, Chris. We'll talk to you later. Well, everybody that moved there. Well, you get them. Most people move there from the Northeast and Midwest. It sure as hell better than that freaking orange. Orange and well, orange and black isn't as bad. At least it reminds me of Halloween more. Orange and green really wasn't all that great, in my opinion, for what that's worth, which isn't too much. I would have went with the red and silver. I liked when they first painted some of those and just put the BNSF on the side of those. They're way too conservative to be selling in Georgia. I've done that. Not the show, but I've done that. We'll come up thinking it's whatever day, and it's a day earlier, and you're just like, oh man, I thought it was Friday. It's only Thursday. I got 2 more days of work. Damn it. Chris just texted me, said Norfolk Southern's in Atlanta. So you might have been right there. Yeah, they had a cool scheme there. CB&Q. Get them Grandpa Rails. CPKC is my favorite scheme, class one. Yeah. OPAC had a pretty cool color scheme too, the blue and white, the eagle. Oh, really? Interesting. Well, like I said, and like Jason reiterated that I'm sure CSX will be looking at a merger now via BNSF or somebody. I don't know who else there really is. Well, if we're going, way back, I like the B&O, like the passenger colors, that blue and silver and gray, that scheme. But Jesse's always been one of my favorites. And I like the CSX colors. I think the YN2 scheme is my favorite, though, with the gray, yellow, and blue. Yeah. I don't know. Isn't Canadian National, aren't they owned by the government like Conrail was here? Is that like a government railroad? I don't know if they're private or not, are they? I don't know enough about the Canadian railroads. It's really just those two, pretty much, no? Who's running north and south? CPKC is. Who else runs north and south? Other than some short lines in that. PN, CNX, CSXSF. Let's merge all the sons of bitches together. I don't know, man. Hey, man, shit. Yeah, there we go. We can name them the Georgia Sunbelt. I don't know. Papa John was happening. Yeah, I can't make it. I gotta work. Because that's going to be mostly an O-scale show, I think. CN's owned by the government, so they're not going to merge with anybody. They're not around anymore, are they? Gulf Mobile in Ohio and Illinois Central. There you go. We could do BNSF and CSX. I guess the blue and orange one looks so bad. It'll be like the old Illinois Central. I don't know if they had blue in there, though. They were more like white and orange. I'm thinking of Illinois' football team fighting a lion. Yellow bonnet F-units is my non-CSX favorite paint scheme. Talking about the yellow bonnets from Santa Fe. I like that color too. I think the first locomotive I ever had was a Lionel. I guess it was an F7. I don't know. I don't know nothing about those. But it was the what do you call it? Is it the war bonnet? The silver and yellow. What do they call those? I got it as a gift for Christmas. Still have it. Still ran last time I ran it. It's been years. So who knows? My snafu, so good morning to you. Okay. You went and switched over to the TV is what it sounds like. No, but they had a cool scheme too. I like that. They're what, like white and black, like all white with black accents, and then the G, M, and O, I think was like in a red writing in red. That's Tony, Redbird Tony, man. He likes them. He's a big fan of them. Yeah, long gone. Yeah, I like the green, Cascade green. I liked when they did the cream and green. Thought that looked nice. Lieutenant Thomas Grace, she's been trying to reach you. Please send him your email address. Damn it, John. Answer your phone. I don't know. I like the paint scheme of the lake. Oh, it's silver and red, isn't it? Gray and red. That's funny. Blue bonnet is red on silver. Yellow bonnet is silver or blue. And there was even a black bonnet. Oh, really? Oh, that was your executive scheme. Okay. No, I don't know. Papa John's lost. Oh, they're silver and blue. Okay. I think they're red for some reason. Isn't there a red one? Maybe that's like a, I don't know. Gagging. Where's the Floyd? What did Floyd say? Oh, yeah. But, growing up here in Ohio, in the consider Midwest, but more east, I don't remember getting a lot of like roads from out there when I was growing up, like Burlington Northern and Union Pacific and Southern Pacific or anything like that. I mean, I remember a lot of Conrail, which I thought about modeling Conrail when I first got back into it too, because I was born in '71 and they were created in '76, I believe. So like they've been around my whole life, They were until '99. I remember seeing Chessie, and then I remember seeing some kind of Central. I think 'cause New York Central was real big through here. So was Nickel Plate. If I remember right. Which might have been a little bit before my time. Remembrance, anyways. CSX is one of the engines in Wallbridge. Which one? Is that Heritage engine? Get them Grandpa Rails. We're buying Sorrento. I think they looked cool though when they first merged. And they did. They threw the BNSF up in red, where the Santa Fe was, and left it to war bonnet schemes. I thought they looked really good on those, modern locomotives, modern at the time. That would have been a nice scheme to keep. And they went way out in left field and grabbed that orange and green. Was that Great Northern that was orange and green? Is that probably one of the mergers that happened with the Burlington Northern merger? We've had this conversation a few times. I know we have, but it's all right. Steve does not like the rain. I know. I've heard. I've seen it. I see. So keep talking about it. He must have gotten in an accident with an avocado truck or something. Something like that. Cascade Green. I don't have any. I had one as a kid. I don't know, Bachman or a Tyco or something in that green color. Just like everybody else. Came with some train set. Even you, James. Even you. How dare you? Joe Green. Yeah, I agree, Joe. I mean, just talk about I don't know, just a bright, fun scheme. I mean, I can only imagine the time it took to paint one of those locomotives. That's why if I were doing a backdating, and I could do it and just run. That's about to break off of the where they wired that. It's just so flimsy now. I can resolder that. Um, I would go back to the rainbow era. I guess is what they like to call it, of chassis CSX. You had still had some B&O and C&O floating around. They hadn't been patched yet or painted yet. The chassis. And then if you go just a little further, you get some of the early CSX schemes. That blue and gray scheme was kind of a cool scheme. I think it was it wasn't YN1. Yeah, that was YN1 was just the gray with the yellow nose, I think. So I don't know what they called the blue and gray. Stealth, maybe it was called. What was Chessie? What was the years on Chessie? I didn't think they came around till 80 something, I thought. Or 86 or something like that. Or is that when they bought up or changed over to CSX completely? Which is a weird color for this shirt because it's really not their colors. It's too light, too bright of a blue. Maybe it's the bright future, not the dark future. I really like the Western Pacific in green, like the orange, black, and polished stainless steel. Green was their ending color, but who didn't like the bloody nose Southern Pacific in gray and red? It'd be cool to see. If Union Pacific and Southern Pacific did go with, Southern Pacific again, go with that scheme, it'd be kind of cool. We're shocked. We're shocked, James. You only have like 75 TH&B locomotives. Nobody knew you liked them. Just teasing you, man. Any paint scheme is better looking at those onions that are yellow and gray. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about Union Pacific. Yeah, it's kind of a weird color. It is very bright, but I don't know who came up with that. Was Union Pacific always Union Pacific, or was that a merger of other railroads too? I don't know much about them other than the largest, I guess, or they were even before the merger. Thanks for that. I have fun talking about it because I really have no dog in the fight with this merger. And if and I've always said if they do end up merging uh, CSX with somebody, it's whatever. You know, I can't stop it. We'll just end up figuring it out, right? We're still gonna go rail fan. We're still gonna. It would just give us, more schemes really, because you're gonna have all these schemes in between while they're patching things out and painting them, and all these companies will just have more reason to buy, to have us buy more crap. Oh, okay. There you go. That's that Lake State Railway that Rick Strange was talking about. He sent me a picture. That is a really cool scheme. I like that. That's pretty neat. Now they're more of like a short line or something, though, right? Yeah. Sorry about that. Uh, that is pretty cool. I have some John Deere green. See now, John Deere green, I don't care for. I'm like John is with Cascade green. I like the darker green that Cascade is, and I like John Deere green. I'm not saying I don't like John Deere. I don't care for the color as much. That shade of green. Since we're talking colors, I guess this is a craft show today. See, Conrad, let me see here. Grew up when we had Canadian National, New York Central, and Chessie that rolled through town. That's cool. I like that. I like Canadian. I got a bunch. Let's see, one, two, six Canadian Nationals up there. Well, one's a Heritage. One is the EJ&E. So, I like orange. Just don't like that color scheme when they had the orange and green like that. I do have a Burlington Northern, two of them up there. Burlington Northern, Santa Fe. But on the Canadian National, I have the EJ&E, and then I have their veterans unit, along with four regular units. But two of them are the 100th anniversary ones, two are just plain. But I like that red, black, and white. I think that's a cool look. Just saying. I don't run them that much, so I don't know. I have to sell them. I don't know. E8 New York Central locomotive will become a custom Christmas locomotive. That's cool. ACL had an interesting choice of colors. Yeah, didn't they have like a purple and silver or something? Wasn't that ACL? Atlantic Coastline? Medium blue and silver will be my new paint scheme for Millennium County Railroad. There you go. Did you can see that? I can send you that picture. I'll forward it to you if you want it, Jim. I'll just go ahead and do that. And you can use that maybe as a reference. It's a really cool color. Let me just text it to you, man. Let's see, photos. I didn't say. Bastard. Bastard. Technologically challenged, man. Oh, you're telling Rick was saying that Great Lake State Railway has a locomotive sitting at Wallbridge. CSX yard is that's think is what he was saying. This is how I get far behind. Oh, well, you suck. How come this isn't saving the way I want it to? I screenshot it apparently. I don't know. See if that works. No, Jim. See if you get that. What a pain in the ass. Hey, Steve. 73 to 87. Okay. When the TV, I can see the comments I'm watching. That's nice. I'm about due for a new TV. Mine's starting to get really slow. UP is original. Okay. No, that's true. That's a good point, Jason. Hi, Wesley. Yeah, thanks, Jim. No, you were saying you wanted to go with that scheme, so it's an idea, anyways. Maybe some variation of it. If you don't want to get that fancy, that little Z pattern there, it might take a little work. But same thing on the nose, where you get the little diamond look on the nose. I like the gray tanks and trucks in contrast to the blue. I think it's pretty sharp. You know, you maybe could take it and just go straight across with a gray stripe instead of the Z. The Z is really cool, but I mean, it definitely would take a little more time and shit to do, but that's okay. What else you got to do? You're retired. I say that laughing because I know you're always busy. Oh, just 21. Sorry, I had it up. Oh, so it'd be 25 because you got 4 on pre-order. Sorry, I know 75 was a little high, but so it's not really a problem yet. You're not really an addict yet to that railroad, to those locomotives. So it's good to know. 26, you might be considered an addict. 25 are still in the clear. Technically, UP was bought by Southern Pacific, and after the buyout, was renamed back to UP because it was a more relevant name. And you're still butthurt over that, aren't you? I'm just teasing, Jason. Again, I could care less. I really can. It's just a fun topic. We have a patched UP gray cotton belt loco in our area. That's cool. It is cool. But I'd be for that gray with the bloody nose for this merger. I think that'd be kind of neat to bring that back. It'd be nice to go back to something in history, you know what I mean? And bring one of those historic railroads back. Or just stick with the original. Paint them all yellow and gray. Maybe put a horse's ass on the back. How about that? So you can still honor Norfolk Southern. I can hear Anthony cussing me out right now. Just, oh, man. See the random UP locals coming through on NS line. Yeah. That's the cool thing. Like when we go over to Dexter, like we caught a couple BNSFs over there. I've caught UP over there. Caught UPing over there too. So there's you get a lot of variation. Oliver Green sounds like a book character. Yeah, morning Willow Creek, Brad. Locals also have the JD Heralds. Yeah. Again, it's not that I don't like John Deere. I have nothing against John Deere. They're just fine. Just I like the deeper green in general. I like a deeper color green. Yes, me too, John. I had two SD35s and I sold them. I know who I sold them to. He's taking great care of them, and so it made that sale a little better for me. But I kind of regret that I sold those off. It was kind of a knee-jerk thing, and I should have thought a little harder on it. Like old school black and rust. Like the CSX New York Central Heritage locomotive. Yeah, I do too. In fact, I just paid for them. The pre-order the bill just came due on those. Damn it. I believe that was in there. That was the one. I should be getting my coder today. Not it. Yeah, it says the New York Central finally in the RF&P and the Seaboard Coastline. Those all got delayed in the last two pre-orders, and they're finally in. Get the JD Crane and Tender on my display shelf. Down there. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. You got a lot to choose from there. GP60, we have some Southern SSW GP60s running around here. Repainted as UP. That's where you guys lose me, man, when it's like, well, this is an X, whatever. That there's now CSX, GP, whatever the hell, It's like, okay. Unless it still carries that color scheme, just patched. I don't really know what the heck it is from. Like, I'm not going to know what road it was 30 years ago. Yearly set. Huh, I didn't know they did that. I gotta finish drinking around with my Canova rail fanning video and the aerial views of the bridge. Drinking around? Maybe you should stop drinking so you don't have such spell check errors there. How's that sound? GP60, 1108, 1118. Your TV's getting old and it starts rolling. Dang, I hate that. Well, it was fine until that damn Steeler game was put on it a couple Sundays ago. Now the damn thing is boycotting. Wilmer. Good thing I like that guy. On the Pacific and Union Pacific, there's a documentary called Titans, The Rise of Wall Street on Netflix. So is Union Pacific, what was the other railroad? When the Continental Railroad, with the famous picture. What were the two railroads? Why am I blanking on the second one? Yeah. Part reason I haven't lost count is because I got them all up in these display cases. So it kind of reminds me of how many locomotives I need, and I don't need more. Is it going to stop me? It is not. My Starlink up and running was surprisingly simple and easy. Hardest part is running up and down a ladder 20 times mounting a dish. Northwest Pacific still running Black Widows. Anthony. Cowboy Steve, Ray Rob's going to pick your brain on Starlink. No. Yep. You officially have a problem. You're officially an addict. I must be on a Willard sub. I've only ever seen NS and CSX down here on the river. Yeah, the Willard sub, that's why I model it. That's why I'm trying to model it. It's just a very busy line. That's a cool scheme, too. That's like a green and silver, right? But it's like silver with more of a green, like stripe accent kind of thing. It's not green and silver accents. What speed are you getting, Cowboy Steve? There's some more cab forwards. Those are pretty cool, those cab forwards. I don't think they really ran them up here on these eastern roads, but I could be wrong. Oh, nice. You got to be excited for that. That is awesome. Happy for you, Joe. I know you lost your buddy there. It's got to be exciting to get a new friend there at the house, you know? It's tough when you lose a pet, especially when you have them so long and you're so close to them and everything. They really are just like a family member, one that you like. Well, Jason, you know my steam fleet. I got one Niagara, pretty much. The other one I think is the Pacific. I don't know what they call those. 462 or 262, something like that. 264 maybe. Can't tell from here. So I'm just trying to look up on my thing. Hey, Randall. Well, have a good day. EC volt amp meter, and then looking forward to making sure both boosters are at the same voltage and how much amperage I'm drawing. Well, guys, it's 10 o'clock. I am going to. I know you. I know you just misfired on the big fat fingers like me. But yeah, I'm gonna head out of here and get some more damn leaves raked up. Black Widow is black with orange, red, and silver accents or striping. Yeah, I like the Black Widow though. Yeah, my cat's name is Chessie. Doesn't look like the Chessie cat though. Mine's a tuxedo cat, but she let me name it. Kind of a dumb idea on her part, but there you go. He's a good cat. There and Northern in the same whale class. Oh, been a great show again. Thanks. Yeah. Well, you guys, I'll be on track Tuesday on Tuesday, so I don't normally do a show on the Thursday after, and plus it's Thanksgiving. If I do decide to go up, it's going to be like a last minute thing, and it would definitely only be an hour show on Thanksgiving. But I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not. I got to see how much slack I catch from the boss. But definitely have a great weekend. Have a happy Thanksgiving. I will see you Tuesday night, 7 p.m. On Track Tuesday. So maybe I'll see you later tonight on the Jim Tedesco show, Shortline Thursday at 6 o'clock. If not, I'll see you Tuesday. So have a great weekend. Have a happy Thanksgiving. And and we'll talk to you next time. All right. Bye for now.